Hey everyone. So I was trying to wait until the perfect moment when I had my hair right or some lashes on or any of that to create this video. And I realized that by thinking I needed to do that, I was actually living out the topic of this video, which is white supremacy. In that we have to look a certain way to be heard or believed. And I'm making this video because of the Buffalo shootings, but more importantly of all of these news articles, stories, posts, reportings, videos, all of them referring to the shooter as a white supremacist, as though white supremacy is the reason and the sole reason that he shot at all those people, killed 10 people, killed 10 black people, designated that spot as a spot where he knew he could get the most black people. And what I would like to talk about is the fact that calling him a white supremacist because he killed 10 people furthers the cause of white supremacy. And let me tell you why. White supremacy is just the belief that whiteness is somehow superior to anything else, particularly blackness, brownness, Jewish ethnicity. And what that really just means is whiteness is the default. Whiteness is the standard. It's the standard by which we measure everything, and that whiteness is the actual perfection. It is the goal. It is the standard. And anything other than that is inferior. That looks like people being upset that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock on national television because it ruined how black men look. Actually, that was an emotional, traumatic, family-centric incident that happened to air on national television and doesn't represent my son. Saying that two black men doing whatever they do represent the entirety of blackness is white supremacy, because it is the failure of blackness to meet the white supremacist standard that causes the white gaze. Another example, white supremacy requires that you put on a certain attire in public. You need to fix your pants, they're sagging, and that's how all black, this is what gives us a bad name. I'm not responsible for representing all black people, and the notion that I am is that white supremacy exists, because white supremacy is the standard, and if I'm not meeting it as a black person, I've failed all black people and failed the standard of white supremacy. Now, there's many other examples I can give, but that's just what white supremacy is. White supremacy is just the idea that whiteness is superior. What that person did, what that young man did with his military style ammunition and with his planning for 3 to 4 months to ease his fear of the lie of white replacement, what that is called is domestic terrorism. He is a domestic terrorist. He is a terrorist. He is a murderer. He is a terrorist. He is a murderer. White supremacy is the root cause of that action, but him being a white supremacist, if you continue to call him a white supremacist, then it glosses over the actual normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill white supremacy that is rooted in all of us, in our culture, in our standards, in our education. It then takes the gaze off of the person running for governor who says, I will fight the woke mob. I'm anti-woke mob. Vote for me because I don't agree with Black Lives Matter. Vote for me because I think anti-racism is divisive and makes white people uncomfortable. That's white supremacy. And so when you call a domestic terrorist a white supremacist to describe why they went on mass murder, genocide of Black people, you take away from the notion of what really actually white supremacy is, and it glosses over it as though that's normal. This is okay. It's fine that you don't want actual American history taught in schools. It's okay that you think that talking about the Black experience and the enslaved African experience in America, it's okay that you think that that's divisive, because what white supremacy is the person who opened fired and murdered Black people. No. He's a domestic terrorist that has been informed by the American standard of white supremacy. Stop calling him a white supremacist. Call him what he is. He is a domestic terrorist rooted in our American culture of everyday white supremacy.